In the heart of Mumbai, India's financial capital, a crisis is brewing. The country's shadow banks, which have been fueling the economy's growth, are now on the verge of collapse. The problem is massive, with over $2 trillion in debt at risk of default. This is not just an Indian issue, but a global one, as investors from around the world have poured money into these shadow banks. The Indian rupee has been plummeting in value, making it even harder for these shadow banks to pay back their debts. This has created a vicious cycle, where the more the rupee falls, the more likely it is that these banks will default. The situation is dire, with some estimates suggesting that up to 30% of the loans made by these shadow banks are bad. This means that nearly a third of the money lent out will never be paid back. The Indian government is trying to step in and prevent a complete collapse of the shadow banking system. But with elections looming, it's unclear whether they will be able to take the necessary steps to prevent a disaster. The risk is not just to India, but to the entire global economy. If these shadow banks were to fail, it could trigger a chain reaction, causing widespread financial instability. The world is watching with bated breath as the situation in India continues to unfold. One thing is certain, the consequences of a shadow bank collapse will be far-reaching and devastating. The warning signs are clear, and it's only a matter of time before the contagion spreads. Will the Indian government be able to contain the crisis, or will it be too late? The Indian economy is at a crossroads, and the path it takes will have a significant impact on the global economy. One thing is certain, the next few months will be crucial in determining the fate of India's shadow banks. The clock is ticking, and the world is waiting with bated breath. Will India's shadow banks be able to recover, or will they become the next big financial crisis? Stay tuned to find out.